All right, welcome everyone. The purpose of this training is for those that were unable to attend the class yesterday. So I'm doing a brief recap. So I'm just going to go straight to the point. I'm not going to talk about other things that were discussed in the meeting. I'm just going to make it very short and brief. All right. Now I want to assume that you have installed your Sublime Text on your computer. Now to design a website, there are three basic things you need to learn. Now this is my website. This is my Sublime Text. Okay, so let's wait for it to come up. Okay, let me close this. Let me just start over again. All right, so this is how your Sublime Text is going to look like. Okay, let me zoom in. So to develop a website as a front-end developer, there are three basic skills you will need to acquire. Number one of it is the HTML. That's number one thing you will need, skill you will need to have. Number two is the CSS. And number three, which we will not really be emphasizing on, is the JavaScript. All right. The HTML is a short form for hypertext markup language. And what do we use it for? We use it to supply content to our website. Content like the images you see on the website, the text you see on the website, the videos you see on the website, the audios, the PDF files, the document, anything you can see on the website are supplied to on that website with the use of HTML. And HTML comes with various tags, which we'll also be talking about later. Also, the CSS is the short form for cascading style sheets. Cascading style sheets. All right. The cascading style sheet is used for your website presentation, how the beautification of your website, how your website appears or look to your clients. So if you want to add color, if you want to arrange the content of your website that has been supplied by the HTML, you use your CSS. While the JavaScript is used for the artificial intelligence of your website. You might have filled some form before, and as a result of that, you omitted some a very important aspect of the form. You discover that you will not be able to submit the form, and the website will interact with you by telling you that you need to fill this field. And the moment you fill it appropriately, and you discover that you would be able to submit that form. So that artificial intelligence, the ability of the website to interact with the user, is done using JavaScript. But today, we will be starting with HTML. So, and to start with today, the first thing you need to do is to go to the location, any location of on your computer, anyone you like. In this case, I chose to use, I'm deciding I want to use my desktop as my location. The first thing you need to do is create a folder. And how do you create a folder? You create a folder by right-clicking on any part of your desktop. All right, so let's wait for it to come up. Okay, click on New, then choose Folder. So name this folder. I'm going to name it like, let me just say recap class. You can give it any name, recap class. That's what I want to name it now. So that I've created that folder. So the next thing you want to do, this folder, what is the essence of creating this folder? The essence of creating this folder is to accommodate everything you will be using to design your website. Everything you'll be using to design your website goes inside this folder. So after you have created that folder, double click on the folder to open it. You see that the folder has nothing in it yet. So you can So what you need to do is to create 2 additional subfolders. Okay, so inside that folder, I'm going to create 2 additional subfolder. The first one, I'm going to name it images, which is very, very important. Images. So after that one, now the images folder is the folder that will contain all the images you will be needing or you'll be using to develop your website. So all that images goes inside this folder. You store them there. And not only that, your logo, everything you will be using goes in there. The next one we'll be creating as well, tentatively for now, is also called the CSS folder, which is going to hold all this cascading style that we created. After you've done that, you can minimize now and go back to your Sublime Text. Now, once you open your Sublime Text, over to the bottom left corner, like here, let me show you so that you'll be able to see the bottom left corner. Here, color. Bottom left corner here where you see plain text. You're going to see plain text. Let me erase that. Okay, you're going to see plain text. Let me pick. Okay. You're going to see. Okay, just hold on, please. Okay, just click on this plain text. So once you click on this plain text, now pick on HTML. So this interface will be configured for HTML. So the next thing you want to do is type in your less than sign. Type in your less than sign, you can see, and type in H. Okay, once you do that, just H. So now, because the interface has been configured for HTML, so it brings out suggestions for you. So there are things you need to type normally, but because you have configured the interface to support HTML, so the Sublime Text understands what you want to do. So at any point in time you type in something, it brings a lot of suggestions for you to shorten your work. So you just pick on the one that suits you. So like in this case, what we want to do is create an HTML file or document. So in that case, I'm going to pick this HTML. All right, wow. So you can see the Sublime Text has done much of the work. You should have typed all of this by yourself, but because you have configured the interface to support HTML, so the Sublime Text is helping you to reduce the stress and the likes. So let's talk about what we have on the screen. Now, what you have on the screen is the basic foundation for all websites, no matter the kind of website it is, be it e-commerce websites, be it educational websites, reservation website, any kind of website it is, they are all built under this foundation. Now, every website is made up of 3 basic tags. HTML is made up of 3 basic tags. That is, they are the fundamental tags. They are the most important tags. Without them, you cannot build a website. We have so many tags, but these specific ones are very, very important. Others you can do without them and you still create a successful website. But these 3 basic tags are very, very important. The first one is the HTML tag, which you can see is closed, is open and closed. Open and closed. So the one without the / is called the open tag, while the one with the / is called the closed tag. All right, so we have the HTML tag followed by the head tag, followed by the head tag. So you can see open and close. So the head tag also has open and close. So the one with the / like I said earlier, is the closed tag, while the one without the / is the open tag, while this is the closed tag. So the last tag is the body tag. Is the body tag. You can also see it's also open and closed. Open and closed. So these are the 3 basic tags that made up a website. Without these 3 tags, there's nothing you cannot develop a successful website. Now you might be wondering that I didn't mention some tags that are here. Yes, I'm going to talk about them. Like I said earlier, I said these 3 tags are the basic tags. So when I say tag, I mean TAGS. So they are the basic tags. Other tags you can do without them. You can do without them, but these 3 tags you can't do without them. So that is that. Okay, so let's now focus on what this tag does. Okay, now this first line here, line of code here, you have it there, doc type, which is document type. So this tells the browser the type of document it's about to render, that is about to open. And that document is what? HTML. And like I said earlier, HTML is a short form for hypertext markup language. So the head tag, you can see, which is open and closed, is the one that allows us to title our web page, So the title of your web page can go in here. So like for instance, I can say O-XQUARE digital. Okay, that's it. So the title goes there. Now your body tag, which is also the open and close tag, it is the tag that all the content of your website goes into. Your text, one, the text goes in here. Two, your images, all the images that you see also goes in between the body tags. Okay, documents and files in form of files in form of videos and audios goes in between it. Just name it. Anything you can see on your website goes in between the body tag, goes in between your body tag. So that's pretty much all that happened. So let me just do a brief recap. This first one tells the browser the kind of document is about to open or is about to render, and the document is an HTML document, followed by the head tag. The head tag allows you to title your web page, and you use the title tag to do that. So you can see the title tag is also open and close tag. So open and close tag are the tags that can allow content in between them. It's content like this, okay? While we also have what we call the empty tags. Empty tags will not have content in between. They are just there, only them alone. Example is this, okay? You can see no content can be supplied. Here it's just this tag alone. So this can be referred to as an empty tag or a self-closed tag. But tags that can accept content in between are referred to as open and closed one tag. So having known this, these are the basic foundation for building any website. So what you just need to do now is so once you have created this, all you need to do is save by pressing Ctrl S. Press Ctrl S. All right, so you have done that. So you will now go and look for the folder that you created. In this case now, I created the folder on my desktop. So I'll just go to my desktop and go and look for the folder that I created. I think I name it, what name? Recap class. So I'm going to double click to open the recap class. You can see these are the two subfolders that I created. So now in this case now, every page, the first page you see anytime you open a website is called your home page. Now, if you have access to the source code of that website, you will see that that home page is often given a traditional name, which is called index. So I'm going to name my own too, index. So I want to advise you do that as well, and give it followed by the extension. What kind of document are we trying to create? We are creating an HTML document. So I haven't given it the name index. You now say dot followed by the extension, which is .html. Very, very important. Very, very important. Then you click on save. You can see here now we now have the title now to be index.html. That is, this is the title I'm talking about. You can see now I now have index.html. Initially it was untitled. Now it is titled. Okay, so if I minimize this, let me go back to that folder. Initially I have 2 items. Now you'll be having 3 items together with this. Now you are having this browser icon because the browser Google Chrome is my default browser. So whatever you have as your default browser on your computer is what we have here. So if you click on this now, to take you to your browser immediately. So I've clicked on it. You can see it's still empty because nothing is in between our body tag yet. But you can see it's there. You can see this index also. That's the name of the document. All right. So what I need to do now is go back to my browser. All right. So I want to give it a title now. I want to give my web page a title now. But for you to see that effect, look at it. You will discover that here now. What are you having? I mean here. Let me show you. let me show you. You will see that the title here is index.html. So take note of that, as I will be coming to that soon. So let me erase it. Let me erase it. Okay, I've erased it. I'll go back to my text editor. So I want to give it a name now. O-XQUARE. O-XQUARE. Okay. So that's the name I want to give it. So anytime you make a change, you press Ctrl S to give it, to save it. So Ctrl S, I've saved it. So I go back to my browser. I'm going to refresh. You can see now. Look at it now. Initially, you will discover that I showed you this place. It was index.html, but now it has changed to what? O-XQUARE Digital. So all these websites that you see, you understand, that's exactly how they do it. So there's no magic. It's pretty much simple. There's no magic behind it. And you're going to be able to do all that I'm doing right now. All you just need to do is focus on what we have here. Okay, so this is pretty much all that was said yesterday. A brief recap is that for you to create a website, you need to create a folder that will accommodate all the content of your website, like I create here. And I created a folder, I name it recap class. Now I opened the folder to create 2 additional folders. I named one CSS folder and I named the other images folder. The images folder is the one that will accommodate all the images that I will be using to design the website, while the CSS is the one that will contain the style sheet that I will use to control the contents of the website. After that, I move forward to my Sublime Text. I configure the interface of this Sublime Text to HTML by clicking on the left bottom right corner and pick HTML. So the interface was configured for this, and I typed in this based on as the foundation for every website. Now, the first line of code tells the browser the type of document, and that document is HTML. And I said HTML is hypertext markup language, and followed by hypertext markup language. Now, the head tags allow you to title your web page by using the title tag, which is closed and open. This is open, this is closed. The one with the / is a closed tag. Then all the content of your website, goes in between your body tag. Like for instance, I can decide to go, let me use Lauren now. So I don't want to type a sentence, I can say. So that is the content. So if I go back to my browser now and refresh, you see it will appear. Okay, you can see the text. You can see the text. So anything you put into your body tag will definitely appear in the body tag here. So the title tag also allow me to be able to title my web page. You can see O-XQUARE Digitals, and when I went to my browser, I was able to see O-XQUARE Digitals. So this is pretty much what we're able to achieve in the class yesterday. So please do subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay, so that and click on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, you will be notified and you can always watch it anytime if you miss the Zoom classes. And also you can like the video, make comments. You can, from your comment, you can ask questions. I can pick those questions, respond to them, in case you are unable to join the live class to ask those questions. So that will be all for today. Thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and hit on the notification bell to be notified anytime I share a YouTube video. Thank you and God bless you.